Chase Chrisley reveals rehab visit he kept secret. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Chase Chrisley has a history of abusing substances. It is something that he has openly struggled with. During a recent episode of the Chrisleys Back to Reality, the star revealed a trip to rehab that he had kept secret. Fans who have supported Chase in his efforts to get clean were shocked by the admission. Keep reading to find out more. Chase Chrisley has a history of substance abuse. Chase Chrisley has spoken openly about past struggles with alcohol and marijuana. In January 2025, the reality star was arrested in Atlanta after an alleged altercation. The police report states Chrisley was drunk and refused to leave the establishment. He allegedly slapped the bar manager, and he was charged with simple battery. A few months after the incident, Chase announced he was nearly 1 month alcohol-free. He stated that he was feeling better than he had in years. In addition, he acknowledged that his alcohol use was a problem. Chase Chrisley's substance use has created a rift between him and his sister, Savannah. She has shared that she has serious concerns over her brother's behavior and health. In addition, Savannah said her brother has been going further and further downhill. Chrisley attempted to arrange a rehab stay for Chase before his arrest. She even purchased a plane ticket and handled the intake process. But Chase rejected his sister's offer. The siblings have been on rocky ground since. Chase Chrisley reveals stint in rehab on new reality show. During a recent episode of the Chrisleys Back to Reality, Chase Chrisley revealed that he ultimately did end up in rehab for his alcohol use. He made this decision himself. Chase was open about his struggles with substances and explained that he needed to find himself. The reality star further explained to his father, Todd Chrisley, "Just a lot of emotions. I just need to go and handle a lot of trauma that I have buried. I just thought that I could bury it. Todd Chrisley encouraged his son as they went to check Chase into rehab for alcohol abuse. Todd to Chase, "My life story is not going to be that I went to prison for 28 months. Your life story does not have to be that I had an alcohol and substance abuse problem. That's not your life story. That's a part. That's a chapter." Chase Chrisley's decision to seek help at rehab will help him process his trauma and discover the root cause of his substance use issues. His father, Todd, has been a great support for the reality star. Todd's oldest son, Kyle, who he shares with ex-wife Teresa Terry, also suffers from substance issues. Todd has brought Kyle to rehab several times over the years and is familiar with the process. However, it doesn't make it any easier to drop his son Chase off at rehab. The reality star said, "You know, I thought going through this with Kyle would kill me, but maybe it was preparation for what I'm going through today. I'm sad, and I'm leaving knowing that I had to bring my son to a rehab. I'm sad that I'm getting on a plane and he's not with me." What do you think of Chase Chrisley going to rehab? Let us know in the comments. The season finale of the Chrisleys Back to Reality aired September 16th. Fans can catch up on all the episodes on the Lifetime app. Chase Chrisley has always been a name tied closely with his famous family, his reality television appearances, and the whirlwind of public attention that followed him since he was just a teenager growing up under the watchful eye of cameras that captured every moment of his life, both the good and the difficult ones. Chase has now revealed something deeply personal that he had kept hidden for quite some time. In a surprising and emotional admission, Chase revealed that he went through a period where he quietly entered a rehab facility, a chapter he had kept secret from the public eye until now. For years, Chase has been portrayed as the carefree, fun-loving son in the Chrisley household, always quick with a joke or a charming smile that captured the hearts of fans. However, beneath the surface, Chase admits there were battles he fought privately, struggles that weighed heavily on him. Even as he maintained a polished image for the cameras, the revelation of his visit to rehab paints a much deeper picture of his journey, one that goes beyond reality television fame and the lifestyle of luxury often associated with the Chrisley name. According to Chase, he made the decision to seek help because he knew he could not continue down the path he was on. It was not a choice born out of public scandal or outside pressure, but rather a quiet acknowledgement to himself that he needed to prioritize his health and well-being. The secrecy surrounding his rehab stay was not out of shame, but rather an effort to handle things privately without the world casting judgment or speculation. He wanted to confront his struggles head-on without the noise of headlines and cameras, and that is exactly what he did. The admission now sheds light on the immense pressure that comes with growing up in the public eye, especially as part of a family whose lives have been dissected by both fans and critics, from the legal troubles of his parents Todd and Julie Chrisley to the ongoing challenges that the Chrisley children have had to endure. Chase has faced an environment filled with constant stress and scrutiny. While many may assume the fame and wealth bring happiness, Chase's decision to seek help proves that even those who seem to have it all are not immune to personal battles. Chase described his experience in rehab as a turning point in his life, a place where he could remove himself from the chaos of public attention and confront his inner struggles in a safe environment. He credits the time spent there with giving him perspective, clarity, and a renewed sense of strength. He admitted that it was not an easy process, but it was one he knew was necessary for his future. Rehab allowed him to focus on his mental health, his habits, and the ways in which he wanted to grow as a person. Opening up about his secret visit, now Chase hopes to inspire others who may feel the weight of their own private battles to seek help when needed. He expressed that there is nothing weak about admitting you need support, and that making the choice to get help is one of the strongest things a person can do. His story comes at a time when conversations around mental health and personal well-being are becoming more open and more widely accepted, something Chase himself feels strongly about promoting through his own honesty. This revelation has sparked a wave of reactions from fans and supporters who have praised his bravery in finally speaking about his hidden journey. Many have expressed their admiration for his willingness to share something so personal, knowing that his transparency could help countless others going through similar situations. For a family often known for their glamorous lifestyle, Chase's candid truth provides a raw reminder that struggles do not discriminate, and that even those living in the spotlight have their own demons to face. The secrecy of his rehab visit also highlights the challenges of maintaining privacy when living in a family as famous as the Chrisleys. Chase admitted that he did not want his time in rehab to turn into another storyline for television or gossip for tabloids. Instead, he wanted it to be about him and his growth, not about creating content or feeding public curiosity. He values the privacy he had during that time and sees it as a major reason why his stay was so beneficial to his healing process. Looking ahead, Chase is determined to continue building a future grounded in strength, resilience, and authenticity. He has shared that his experience in rehab gave him tools to better manage stress, pressure, and temptation. It also encouraged him to embrace honesty both with himself and with those around him. His decision to finally go public with his story reflects his commitment to living openly and to showing others that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a powerful act of courage. This chapter in Chase Chrisley's life also comes at a time when his family is navigating ongoing challenges, with his parents still facing the consequences of their legal issues, and the Chrisley children each dealing with their own paths. Chase's openness about rehab is another reminder of the resilience within the family. Despite criticism and setbacks, they continue to find ways to move forward and to show fans that behind the fame lies a family with real struggles, real growth, and real stories worth telling. For Chase, this revelation is not about dwelling on the past, but about embracing a healthier, stronger future. His willingness to share his secret now marks a new chapter, not just in his life, but in the way he wants to connect with fans. He no longer wants to be seen only as the fun-loving son of Todd and Julie Chrisley, but as an individual who faced challenges, made tough decisions, and emerged stronger on the other side. In many ways, Chase's secret rehab visit is not just a story of struggle, but one of triumph and courage. It is a reminder that healing often begins in silence, and that sometimes the most important battles are the ones fought away from the spotlight. His decision to finally speak about it may be one of the most impactful choices he has ever made, offering a glimpse of hope and inspiration to those who may feel they are suffering alone. Chase Chrisley's revelation proves that behind the camera is the headlines and the glamorous image. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.